bounce. I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First down, Prescott. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's Prescott being chased out left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On third down, it's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Awesome.
Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Another gigantic game in Week 4 for Kamara. He had 181 all-purpose yards, 3 more touchdowns. Kamara, he leads the league in yards from scrimmage, so I'll ask my resident volunteer here. Could you possibly have seen him becoming a monster like this?
I think it's always easy to say yes after the fact, but we did know before the fact that he had this all-purpose capability, that you could throw it to him. Obviously, he could run it. I did think he could run it better inside than maybe people gave him credit for, and he did that against the Giants. Ran for 134 yards. So you could see all those things coming together. But to absolutely say we would see him at this level this fast, I'm not sure anyone could unequivocally state that.
On the ground, Kamara. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And Josh Hill has it. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garth.
46.
Now Prescott. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running, because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Breeze hands to Ingram. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. On 2nd down, Kamara. Ooh, with a juke. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And out across midfield down to the 45. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. David Irving coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following the sparkling display of footwork. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
Get set. 12.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Flush to his right. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And now here come the Cowboys. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Oh, Zeke with a quick feet. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He'll let it fly in the direction again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now a handoff to Ingram. And some room to work. There goes Mark Ingram. 30. 10, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Spinning away. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They go to Elliott again. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Play action now, Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So it was 4th down. They complete the short pass, and then boom, off to the races all the way to pay dirt.
And so many times in short yardage situations or on downs like this on 4th down, the defense gets a little more aggressive. So if you're able to pop it, right, complete a pass like that, it can break big afterwards, and that's exactly what we saw there. Short pass, long run.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They go play action here on 1st down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup there. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They run. It's Kamara, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for.
Okay.